India has an enviable commercial shipping industry. Several Indian shipping companies assist in importing and exporting goods to other nations via the sea. The shipping industry has helped the nation to acquire success in commercial aspects. Other than that, India has a strong naval force that is responsible for manning the water and coastal areas. When the Indian Navy and the shipping industries do so much for the protection and betterment of the nation, the country and its people should celebrate their efforts. For this, India celebrates National Maritime Day annually. National Maritime Day. The National Maritime Day is observed every year on the 5th of April. All shipping companies, a section of the naval force, and all major and minor ports celebrate this day with pomp and grandeur. Origin of the day. An Indian ship started its first towards London from Bombay port on 5th April 1990. The name of this ship was SS Loyalty and was operated by the Scindia Stream Navigation Company Limited. Before that, all ships that left the dock were owned and operated by the British. When the ship was successful in completing its journey, more Indian shipping organizations got the confidence to join it. As it was a landmark event that shaped the face of Indian shipping industry, the central government declared in 1964 the 5th April was to be celebrated as the National Maritime Day all over the nation. History of the day. India is lucky as far as its geographical location is in question. It is well connected with other countries in Asia by land and has access water routes as well. Indian subcontinent is surrounded by oceans on three sides, with the Arabian Sea to the west, Bay of Bengal to the east, and vast expanses of the Indian Oceans to the south. India reached other land masses via sea with ease. These locations of the subcontinent attracted foreign traders since ancient times. Historical artifacts and records suggest that India has trade relations with nations which were located far away to the west, east, and south. In those days, it was only possible to scale such vast distance by water. Thus, it can be safely concluded that Indians were skilled sailors and were aware of sea routes and trade since the days of Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. Historical records during the Mughal era also highlight the presence of sea transport and its importance in Indian trade and commerce. After this, the British East India Company anchored and started full-fledged transportation by waterways. They brought with them their ships and naval soldiers. The ship not only helped the British to dominate sea trade in these areas, but also used them to bring soldiers who defeated the Indian kings and helped to establish the British rule in India. Most shipping companies were owned by the British and very few Indian shipping organizations operated during those days. The National Maritime Day is celebrated each year on the 5th of April, as on this very date in the year 1919, a ship started its journey from the port at Bombay, now Mumbai. Its final destination was London, and the ship was successful in completing the voyage against all odds. The voyage was special as the ship belonged to an Indian shipping organization. Thus, it is safe to comment that it was the day when India took her first step towards establishing a giant commercial shipping industry. Objectives of celebrating the day. Celebrating the iconic feat. India would not have been able to attain such success in naval and shipping industry if it were not for the maiden voyage that was successfully completed in 1919. The National Maritime Day relives the glory of this great achievement, showcasing India's naval resources. During the celebration of the National Maritime Day, the Navy and Indian Shipping Corporation showcase their resources. The Navy highlights its warships which man the national waters as well as the coast from enemy attacks. Paying respect to the naval officers and sailors, the shipping industry enriches the country commercially, and the Navy protects the coastlines and ships from the threats on water. Several sailors and Navy members have perished while fulfilling their duties. The day also allows the commoners to pay their respect to these brave souls, highlighting maritime laws. As the traffic in international water has increased drastically, it is necessary to highlight the maritime laws. If the vessels follow these laws, then they did not worry about safety. making the modern generation aware of India's maritime history. Young generation does not have knowledge about the past naval history. Thus, the central and the state government join hands to celebrate this day for highlight the event, which paved the path for India's present glory in shipping industry, encouraging them to take part. Once the youngsters know about the rich naval history of our nation, they will start observing it as a lucrative career option. It will encourage them to take part in the shipping industry as well as the Indian Navy. Either way, they will take a direct part in the nation building. How is the day celebrated? Decorating the ports and ships. The celebration of the NMD will not be complete if all major and minor ports are not decorated. The Port Trust Committee has the responsibility to oversee these activities. Ships also get a makeover for the National Maritime Day celebration. Launch of new vessels. The National Maritime Day is most appropriate to launch new ships. These will add to the shipping resources and naval power of the nation. Recognizing the success of past sailors. On this day, common people remember the deeds of past sailors and naval officers. If these brave hearts had not taken the risk, then India would not have been able to attain this status today. Recognizing the achievements of present sailors. It has been decided that on this day the committee will reward the achievements of people for their excellent service. They will be given the Varuna Award. It will consist of an honorary scroll and statue of Lord Varun, who has the power over water. Special gathering at the Indian Maritime University. The National Maritime University organizes special meetings and conferences to observe and celebrate the day. High-placed naval officers take part in these celebrations to talk to the candidates and boost their morale. Performance by the students. The students of the National Maritime University take part in several cultural activities. They present song, dance, drama, and other creative pieces to entertain their fellow students and esteemed guests during the celebration of National Maritime Day. Conclusion. One can only imagine about the various ways in which the Indian Navy and the people associated with this department reshape the fate of our nation. When they can leave their families behind and pledge their lives toward the service of the nation, it is the duty of the authorities to make sure that they get their dues. The development of the maritime fleet will elevate the status of country. It is a prestigious job and parents should encourage their children to take part in nation building. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.